Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. So I've been out here for a little bit and I'm fishing a lake that's got a lot of marsh on it. And this time of year, a lot of times the fish will really get up against the cattails like you can see right here. And it looks really good because you've got blown in grass, some duckweed. There's stretches that have plenty of water where you got a couple of foot of water. And I fished a bunch of it, never got a bite. And I was like, well, maybe with the conditions we have, it's a cold, overcast, there's periods where there's some mist. I'm like, maybe they're just not up against that. And maybe they pulled out and they're feeding out in front of it. So I dropped off and it took me 15 minutes and I caught 2 nice quality bass. So I feel pretty confident that the fish just aren't there. Now, if it was sunny out, I could go up and fish and probably punch that or fish right along the edge and generate some strikes. But right now, you know, they're still sitting off that edge. I feel like the bites I had were around probably where the boat would have been had I been fishing up closer to that. So, you know, they're probably 15 feet off, which to me says, you know, those are probably the same fish. They're just different, you know, positioned differently, and they have no reason to be right up under the mat right now. So what I've done is I've grabbed a core tackle swim jig with a Reaction Innovation skinny dipper as my trailer, and I pulled off. So hopefully I can show you what I mean, that I'm getting some bites out here. Nice bass. Nice one. Get up here. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, look at the tail on him. He's like a peacock bass. I fished all down this inside stuff. That's a cool tail on that guy. I fished all down this, flipping all this, and they're not in that. I mean, it's been a few minutes now, and that's the third one I've caught. They're just out roaming this flat, and it's 12:34. So like, this is not, they should not be out here. Like, they should be up there, but based on the conditions, this is where they're at. Oh, a nice bass. Just so far out. I mean, another nice one on the swim jig. Skinnier, something bit him at some point, musky. it just really not where you would expect to get bit. Honestly, what it is, it feels like this is a lot of the same stuff that like early in the spring that they would be out just roaming just to stay warm. But I mean, this is just a couple foot of water. It's a bare bottom right there, and they're just out roaming in front of a lot of the stuff that you would expect them to be on. It's probably a pretty good night spot, honestly. Like, it's probably the type of stuff where they just get out and they just start roaming around, and they just have never settled back into what, you know, they're where they would be during the middle part of the day, because there's no reason to with this overcast conditions. I mean, it just feels like rain, I guess is how I would describe it. You just got to adapt. You got to let the fish tell you what they want. Well, I think the takeaway for today's video should just be that you don't ever want to force it. You know, in this case, I came out, made a pass down this hard bank for about an hour or so, never had a bite, not even a bluegill tug. And at that point, you know, I decided, well, I'm not gonna make this work, so what should I do? And you know, the options are to go somewhere completely different, switch it up entirely, or just try to find the fish. And in this case, I decided I would try to work the area a little bit more, and figured with the conditions, maybe they weren't uptight where I thought they should be, and decided that I would see if they pulled out a little bit. So I picked up the old trusty core tackle swim jig, pulled out, and started fishing basically where, you know, where my boat was when I was flipping, and have gone down the same bank and probably given it about an hour now, and I've caught 4 total. So, you know, that's 1 every 15 minutes. I've also caught a couple of pike mixed in, which adds to some entertainment value, but it's not necessarily the targeted species. But what I'm saying here is sometimes you can't just force the fish. You can go out and you can do what you want to do, but if you're trying to figure out what's the best thing to generate strikes from the fish, sometimes you just got to let the fish tell you. And the conditions today are set up much better for fish to be out kind of roaming out in front of some of the hard structure that they generally would use if it were sunny out or a normal day. You know, in this case, it's what time is it? Almost 1 o'clock. So I mean, it's like this should be the brightest part of the day, and it feels like it's about 6 a.m. Well, maybe not that, but like 8 a.m. I mean, it's just not normal daylight conditions. So all right, well, with that, I'll leave it with that, and I appreciate all you watching. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and stay tuned. We'll have a new video coming out tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Ooh, there's one. Oh, pike. Big pike. We'll end it with a big pike. Just give me my swim jig back. Oh gosh, he's got it. Oh, everything's out here feeding. He's got really little spots. They say the little spots are the ones that get bigger. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe some of you pike fishermen can tell me, but that's probably a 30-incher. Thanks for watching. I gotta get this out.